Joining Ray Allen from Aera Energy and Peter Kwaspen and Apostolos is Travis Cox from Inductive Automation and Maurice Wilkins from Yokogawa. Let me see if there's, well, if anyone has a question. You have a question back here? Alan, while you're going over to see Don, let me just ask the panel really quickly. Where do you think the industry is in terms of autonomous operation right now? Let me ask the new people just came in. Maurice?
Is it on?
Yeah.
I think they're all over the place, actually. I think there's still a lot of manual operations out there. When we've been out and talked to companies, some of them are now using drones and some of them are using data analysis and that kind of stuff. But I think there's so many manual operations out there and so much unreliable equipment still that it's a long way away, but it's coming.
I tend to agree. Go ahead.
So I think there's still a ton of data that's really being still stranded out there. It's not really being brought in. Maybe leverage that with to create models off that data to really understand that data. There's still quite a bit of way, I think, in terms of that, especially getting that hybrid of cloud and on-prem to really take advantage of those of higher level machine learning analytics.
I think what I heard today was the issue of this direction we're going in is to take all that wonderful data and turn it into actionable, intelligent information that can be used by not only the humans, but also perhaps by smart applications to do things in a smart way. There's a question not back here.
Yeah, Dick, thanks. This is a question for Peter. So Peter, the robots that you mentioned at Groningen and perhaps elsewhere, are they performing maintenance tasks because they're equipped with manipulators, or are they just performing inspection and sensing duties?
Yes, especially the last part of your sentence, inspection duties, there is a possibility for some manipulating, but that's still in an experimental phase.
Thank you.
Any other questions out in the audience? Okay. Oh. Oh, right here. Run, Alan, run.
Thank you very much. It was really enjoyed. I enjoyed all of the presentations, and I can link to that. My name is Hamza from Aramco. I think one comment to what Apostolos presented, which was really also enjoyable. I enjoyed it a lot. I attended a speech a couple of, I think, months ago by Andrew Nigg from Stanford University, and he mentioned that what we are at now is ANI, which is artificial narrow intelligence, which is limited by the capabilities of humans. It can only do what we teach the AI model to do. But what is coming next, which will probably take a century, is the AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, which is at a stage where, much like the iRobot movie, robots will be and machines will be doing exactly what we are capable of as human beings. So I want to hear reflections from Apostolos on this. Is that what we envision from autonomous operations, that actually the plant will decide what's next without human intervention, or are we taking that human intervention from this equation?
Well, you can one step at a time, right? So how you can deploy it. So in my presentation, I focus on the console operators, not on the mechanic, not in the supply chain, right? The console operator problem is more well-defined, is easy to attack compared to predictive reliability, that's my opinion, or supply chain and so on, right? So as you can see, I chose something where I have data, I have control, I know how the operator works and so on. basically 80% of whatever the operator does can be done by a computer these days, if you want to do that, right? So we start from that. Now, how AI is going to do after 5 years or what kind of activities and so on, I cannot comment on that. But I just give you my opinion, really start where you can define the problem and the message is clear, right? Try to help, to assist the operator. That's really the objective. I'm not trying to solve all the problems in manufacturing and so on, right? I don't know.
Okay, great. I think we can probably take another question. Is there one over here?
Follow up. Here you go.
This is for Peter again, maybe for Maurice. So in the instrument asset management system, are you pulling the instrument diagnostic data such as heart, foundation, field bus from the devices, or are you inferring instrument health from other data? Are you pulling the heart and foundation field bus type of data from the devices?
Yes.
And is that's the raw data, the heart or FF data?
That is the raw data that I alluded to. Yes.
Okay. Are those data going through the control system?
Well, it depends what you want. It can go. It goes through the can go through the control system, but it ends up in the layer above where the asset management system itself sits.
Okay.
Or you route it around the control system. That can also be
Okay.
done.
Okay, thank you. So the AMS is really just your data repository, and you're adding value. I guess you said the Yokogawa solution is turning it into actionable information. Is that in essence what you need?
We need to have a solution on top of the asset management system that is able to process the raw data into actionable information. So that's actually the first step that we need to take, and that helps us to start delivering valuable information that people can do something with in business processes, in decision making.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions out there? If not, I'd like to thank all of you for staying and listening to these great presentations. And I'd like to thank the panel here for some great concepts and action that they're all taking. It sounds like we're going in the right direction. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.